Hey guys, I'm Gaurav, one of the founders of Aftermark, and today I wanted to make a relatively in-depth video in the best way to use our platform. So this video will serve essentially as a product demo, but what I think is really interesting is I want to make this a case study. Essentially what we did is that we built our own internal micro SaaS in a completely different niche and tested it using Aftermark to see how Aftermark's content would perform. Fast forward a few weeks, we're at 1K in revenue and we're not stopping anytime soon from this entirely different micro SaaS just from marketing inside of Aftermark. We wrote no blogs, we did no outreach, all we did was use Aftermark to make content and watch how that went. For a bit of context, this is the SaaS that we actually built. It's essentially an AI couples image generator, which lets you use AI to generate photos of your future baby or a future family selfie or a family portrait and that kind of thing. It's got pretty good profit margins. All it is calling an image API with a really sophisticated system prompt. And as you can see, it's a traditional consumer SaaS. What we want to do is target couples, people looking to have a baby, that sort of thing. And we want to flood the algorithm such that our videos about our product end up on their For You pages. And that's exactly what Aftermark did. And instead of talking about it, let's actually go into Aftermark and show you step by step every single thing that I did. So right now we're looking at the home page. You can treat it essentially as a dashboard. As you can see, we've got some high level metrics over the top of how many views have your videos gotten, how many likes, how much content have you posted, that sort of thing. Over here, you can see the views history graph, which is literally just a graph that tracks how many views you get, and you can measure that daily, weekly, or monthly. You can also do something really cool, which is enable your website analytics. All this is putting one little script inside your code base, and that way we can actually track your site traffic to your views, and you can watch both of them go up. If I scroll down here, you'll see this trending content carousel, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, and let's get into that once we get to making content. So let's do that right now. Okay, now we're in content. As you can see, we have this top nav bar over here, which shows 4 different distinct types of content that you can make inside of Aftermark. In this video, I actually want to take the time to dissect all of these content types, show you why we chose them, and show you exactly how to make them in the best way, and then eventually post them. So let's make this green screen meme right now. As you can see over here, we've got a trending content carousel dedicated just to green screen memes. What this means is that we find tons and tons of high performing green screen memes on the internet that are more often than not promoting something, and we actually surface them here so you can remix them directly. As you can see, we show you how many views and how many likes they have, and the most important thing is that you can actually remix them. What remix means is that essentially whatever's working in the video, what kind of viral hook they're using, whatever kind of psychology they're using, we actually grab and we apply that to your business. The best part about this with green screen memes is that you actually remix the exact meme that you're seeing on the screen. So if I hit remix, it's actually going to give me the same avatar. So let's have a crack at that right now. So this one looks pretty interesting. POV, me judging people who are addicted to the phone after mine just died. Let's try remix that. So all I have to do is press remix. Over here, you can see the actual steps to make the content and little progress icons to help you along the way. You can remix or create new, which just means you can build it from scratch. We can go through that later, but for now, let's just do a remix. I can directly mention my business and I can choose yes or no. I'm just going to choose yes for now. You should always test between the yes or no and see which ones perform better. As you can see, we've selected the trending video already because we've pressed that remix button down here, and I can actually enter a prompt. What this means is that I can influence the copy that the output is going to show. For example, I could say, hey, can you make sure that this video talks about Valentine's Day since it's coming up? And it'll talk about Valentine's Day in the copy. I won't do that now, but I'll save that for another type of content. Let's just hit generate and see what happens. Okay, so this is what it's generated. As you can see, it's the exact same cat in the meme, and the copy says POV, me daydreaming about our future kids while scrolling through see future baby pics. That's a great example. It completely understands the context of the funny element of this awkward cat staring, and it borrows from the POV kind of style that the trending content has used. And now I've got a full video right here. What I can do is I can edit it, so I can move the text around. I can make the weight a bit thicker. I might keep it to medium though. I can change the size of the text. Again, I might leave that here. I can change the stroke, which is essentially the outline of the text. I quite like bigger stroke, so I might just go with 4. And I can change the color of the stroke. I can change the color of the text. I can also, if I wanted to, change how big the meme is. So I can change the zoom over here by just dragging the slider I quite like how big it is. I can actually click it and move it too. So maybe if I think it's taking up too much of the screen, I'll bring it a bit down. I'm pretty happy with this. I might bring this a bit lower. I can even change the background image. I'm happy with the background image because they aren't directly relevant when it comes to green screen memes. And as you can see, it's kind of borrowed from the trending content, how it's kind of a house and it's kind of just put houses in the background again. There you go. In under probably 30 seconds, we have a whole piece of content right here, which would have taken ages to make manually. Now let's go through how you can actually post this meme inside of Aftermark and get it out into the world. So you can either press save. What save means that it just comes into your library over here, which we can go through in the future. But for now, let's hit schedule. Schedule is the actual flow that actually gets it out into the world. So I can choose between Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I might just use a different platform for every type of content. So for this example, let's just use TikTok. So I press TikTok and I have this little modal. It says I can send to inbox or post directly. Now this might be confusing. You can click this link, which goes to a quick guide of what this means, but let me explain it right here. So send to inbox essentially means that the meme gets beamed into your phone on the TikTok app, and you open the TikTok app, you push your notifications, and the video, it'll be right there saying a video from Aftermark is waiting for you. You click it, and there you go, the meme's there, and you just press post as you normally do inside of TikTok. We recommend this for people who don't have a warmed up TikTok account because it mimics that native feeling of posting, which TikTok seems to like when your account isn't warmed up. If your account is warmed up, I recommend going to post directly. What post directly means is there is no beaming into your phone. It just posts directly inside of Aftermark in one shot or done in app. Now that that's clear, let's hit next. Now we've got step 2, which is just the caption. Let's make the caption, anyone else feel this way? Question mark. And let's put in some hashtags that are relevant to my niche. So hashtag couples, hashtag relationships. Always select the public. Always tick these. This makes sure that your video actually can be interacted with. And I'd always just leave this off. And I hit next. Now I have these two options. I can choose to post it right now, which means in the next 60 seconds, it'll end up on TikTok, or I can choose to schedule it. For this example, let's just choose to schedule it. So schedule for later. Now you see we've got a little calendar and I can choose when to schedule it. Let's schedule it for tomorrow, so the 14th, Valentine's Day. And let's choose a time. Let's go for 1:44 p.m., just an arbitrary number. Hit schedule post. And there you go. You'll see this building post thing and you'll see view in library. That means the video has now been processed. So all you have to do is actually go into library. And as you can see, it's probably building. And there you go. The video is right here. You can click it. What I can do here is I can download it locally, I can reschedule it to a different time, and I can cancel the upload schedule entirely. Now let's just go back into content and show you these other pieces of content that you can make in Aftermark. So we just did green screen memes. Let's go for wall of text. What wall of text is essentially an avatar in the background, in our case an AI avatar, with some walls of text on top of the person. Now traditionally, people might have just taken a video of themselves and spoken to the camera, but recently, probably because everyone's attention spans are pretty fried, people prefer to just read the text. And as you can see, again, in our trending content carousel, you can see tons and tons of examples, 58 to be exact, and more to come soon, of just really high-performing wall of text videos that are always kind of promoting something. As you can see, I'm jealous of people, blah, 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 using this promote. This has 300,000 views and 50,000 likes, and all the people have read Parrot App in the video. And again, you can see that it's filtered, you can see what it's promoting and what kind of niche it's in. And now, last time we chose remix, so let's create something from scratch. So let's press create new. As you can see, this just increases steps by a very small amount. So create new, directly mention your business. Let's say yes again. Let's select a video. Select a video just lets you choose the AI avatar in the background. Now, since my niche is quite general, I actually don't really mind what is happening in the background of the video. I'm just going to choose this lady in the park. But if you scroll down, you can see tons and tons of examples of different AI UGC backgrounds. So let's click on the lady. Now let's select an audio. You'll just see a massive list of just tons of the highest performing sounds on TikTok. Now I probably don't want to have some Western kind of background to it. I probably don't want a heavy trap beat. I probably just want something a bit more chill, maybe something like that. Okay, so now we've chosen an audio. It's now time to choose a style. So we have a handful of styles here, and all they are just ways that the trending content actually formats themselves. As you can see over here, a lot of these follow very similar formats. They might all be someone ranting about something, or might be a very quick thought, might be a story time, like true story, this happened, or might be an advice piece like, hey, this is what I did and this is what you should be doing. Now, the thing with wall text is that all of them are kind of relatable. And so all of these styles are actually quite relatable too, and that's why we've chosen them. So for this example, let's just do a story time. Now again, I can enter a prompt. Last time I didn't enter a prompt, so this time I want to enter a prompt. I want to say, make sure the story time relates to Valentine's Day, since that's coming up. Then we hit generate. And again, let's just wait a few seconds. Video. I'm just going to mute it again. And let's just read the copy that it came up with on the spot. Valentine's Day was approaching. There we go. It's followed my prompt. And my boyfriend and I were daydreaming about our future kids. We talked about our kids, and I stumbled across See Future Baby. Can't believe how little curiosity turned into such excitement. This is perfect. I don't even want to change the copy. Like, this is exactly what I want to be posting. It's a highly relatable format. If it lands on the For You pages, which it will, of people that are interested in relationship and couples kind of content, well, they see my product right here and they're going to click onto my account and make a purchase. So this is awesome. Again, I can make some edits, like I can move the text around, I can change the size. I'm pretty happy with it. I might just make it a tad bit higher, and there we go. That's the video done. Let's hit schedule again, and let's choose this time YouTube, since we did TikTok last time. With YouTube, I just have to pick a title, description, and make sure it's public. Let's just make the title what I have saved from before. Valentine's Day is going to be very exciting. I'm not going to add a description, and I'm just going to hit next. Again, I can choose between the two. I like scheduling. Let's schedule it for Saturday at 2:58 p.m. and hit schedule. Okay, now that we've done that, let's move on to a hook and demo. So a hook and demo is essentially an AI avatar making a certain kind of reaction and then showing a product demo as a result of that. So as you can see in these examples, it's someone showing a kind of shock reaction saying, oh my God, why did I do this thing? And then it plugs you to the app that actually solves the problem they've described in the hook. So let's just read this. What do you mean I just spent 3 months planning my trip and I just found this? And now it shows you a travel app that actually helps you plan your travel. Very intuitive and very simple to make. Now, if you've never made a product demo video, we have a little guide here if you click on this, and we have a CapCut tutorial which shows you step by step what you should be doing for the video. But essentially, just put together some clips of your app or website and add some text about what's actually happening and what feature is being displayed, and that's as far as it needs to go. Now let's go ahead and make one. I want to create new instead of remix this time. I don't want to mention my business. I need to select a hook video. Now, I probably feel like doing someone reacting to something, so I'm just going to choose the reaction option, let them quickly load, choose this AI avatar, select my demo video. As you can see, I have a few saved, and if you need to upload one, just press upload new up here. And then let's select an audio. Again, just very trending kind of sounds. You can just hover and listen to them. This one. Enter a prompt. This time I won't enter a prompt because I don't feel like it. Then I'll hit generate and just wait a few seconds. And there we go. Mute it again, and let's see the copy. I can't believe there's a way to see what your future kids might look like, and it's someone being very shocked. That's awesome. I don't really want to change anything. Maybe I'll move it around just for fun and leave it at that. I'm very happy with that. And let's hope the product demo stitches, which it does. So there's the product demo that we uploaded here. We've put together the hook. We've put together the demo. There's our hook and demo. Let's schedule it right now. So let's try Instagram this time. Select Instagram, next, and just add a caption. Again, the same caption I had as last time. Hit next, and I can choose to schedule it or post now. For fun, let's just post it now. And as you can see, it will be posting in 1 minute, and I can view that in my library in the future. Okay, now we're up to our final piece of content, and it's probably my favorite kind of content, TikTok slideshows. Now, while this might just be for TikTok, it's really, really powerful. TikTok themselves have come out and say they're pushing TikTok slideshows a lot more than regular videos, so I'd highly recommend testing as many slideshows as you can. As you can see, we have our trending content carousel again. We can see what they're promoting. This is an e-commerce supplement that they're promoting, and we can just go through the steps and make one. Okay, so let's remix a slideshow. So let's just pick this one for fun. Let's hit remix. Let's not mention our business this time, and let's just hit generate and not even give it a prompt, and let's see what happens. And there we go. Here's our slideshow. 5 exciting ways to visualize your future family together. Great, that works really well. That's a great hook. Let's just go through and see what the content is. 1, create a weekly family vision night. Cool. Take a nature walk and imagine future adventures. Nice. Combine your photos to see what your future kids might look like. Ah, isn't that good? keep your future family portraits in a special place, stay up all night discussing what your kids could look like. That's amazing. If I feel like I don't like any of the photos, I think I do like all of the photos. I might just swap this one and I can just choose a different one in the image set. Let's just choose this couple because that's more related to my couples app. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I might maybe just make the text a little bit bigger. Cool. And now let's just kind of choose where we want it. That looks good to me. And there we go. There's our TikTok slideshow done. I'm just going to hit schedule and we've got to go for TikTok because it's just for TikTok. Again, I have these two options. My account's warmed up, so I'll post directly and I'll press next, add a caption and schedule it. So now if we actually go over here and choose the calendar, you can actually see the week's worth of content that I've scheduled in one go. As you can see, we've got tons and tons of posts in tons of different kinds of platforms. The green signals that it's actually been posted. This means it's an inbox in TikTok, like I discussed earlier, and this shows what is still to be scheduled. Now, if I go over here into our library, you can actually see all the things I've just scheduled in this video and the like. If I scroll down here, I can see my content, and this is really the secret sauce. You can actually just look and see the kinds of videos I was making in order to hit 1K in revenue from our SaaS just from this kind of short form content alone. As you can see, we've got our green screen memes, our hook and demo, our wall of text. As you can imagine, all of these formats compound. If we scroll up and just go into my post, we actually show you how many views, how many likes, and how many comments your videos are getting. And the real magic here is that maybe one video got 200 views, maybe the other got 1,000, but if I'm posting a few times every single day, all of those compound into a really large number that are all people in your niche because that's the way the algorithm intends to work. And so if we go back to the homepage, this is where we're tracking the views, and you can actually see just from a few weeks, we've got 36,000 views in total, which has in turn led to $1,000 in revenue in just a few weeks alone. There are also some other aspects of the platform. There's company profile. This is where you can edit things if you don't think that the context that we're providing in the content is as relevant or as specific as you want it to be. You can just press the edit button, change a few things, and the next time you generate content, we'll be listening to the new pieces of copy that you've written inside of here. We've also got this feedback section. Please, please, please use it. Anytime something goes wrong, anytime you think something should be there and it's not, anytime you press something and it doesn't work, go in here, choose a category, write your feedback, put an image or video if you like, and just submit it, and we'll get back to you as soon as we humanly can. Okay, well, that's all for my video. I hope this has been really helpful, and if you have any questions, please just email us at hello@aftermark.ai or message me on X at Gaurav, Gauravs, building, Building, and I'll reply to you as soon as I possibly can. Thank you.